Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Timeless Sagas, where we dive into the thrilling tales of history and unravel the mysteries of our past. Today, we embark on a grand expedition through the annals of time to explore the origins and evolution of a human invention that is so ubiquitous today that it's hard to imagine life without it: the city. Ah, cities. Those bustling metropolises where dreams come true and where life is lived in the fast lane. But have you ever stopped to wonder how it all began? How did we, as a species, go from roaming the wilds, living off the land, to building these colossal concrete jungles that house millions upon millions of people? Well, my friends, that's the adventure we're setting out on today. Now, let's rewind the clock some 10,000 years to a time when our ancestors were just beginning to lay down roots, quite literally. This was the time of the agricultural revolution, when we transitioned from being nomadic hunter-gatherers to settling down and cultivating the land. With farming came the need to store surplus food, and what better way to do that than by sticking close together in an organized settlement? And so the first seeds of a city were sown. From Jericho in modern-day Palestine, where the world's oldest known city walls stand testament to the ingenuity of our ancestors, to the fertile plains of Mesopotamia, where the ancient Sumerians built the legendary city of Uruk, the birthplace of writing and the epic hero, Gilgamesh. As we take a stroll down the winding alleys of history, we come face to face with the grandeur of ancient Egypt, where the city of Memphis was once the seat of power for the mighty pharaohs. The city was not only an administrative capital but also a religious and cultural hub, where the mysteries of the cosmos were studied and where awe-inspiring monuments like the Great Pyramids and the Sphinx were built. But the tale of cities doesn't stop there, oh no. Our next destination is the cradle of democracy and philosophy, ancient Greece, where the city-state of Athens rose to prominence as a beacon of knowledge, art, and culture. The birthplace of Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle, Athens was a city that celebrated the power of the human mind and laid the foundations for modern Western thought. If a city could take your breath away, then Rome would undoubtedly be the one. The heart of a vast and powerful empire, Rome was a city of unprecedented splendor. With its imposing Colosseum, where gladiators fought to the death, and the Forum, where the Senate debated the affairs of state, Rome exemplified the pinnacle of city planning and architectural prowess. But as history has shown us, all good things must come to an end. With the decline of the Roman Empire, Europe was plunged into the Dark Ages, and cities took a back seat as feudalism and the rural manor became the norm. However, on the other side of the world, cities were thriving in the form of the great Mayan and Aztec civilizations of Central America, where advanced urban planning and architectural marvels such as the pyramid city of Teotihuacan were the order of the day. As the wheels of time turned, Europe began to emerge from the darkness, and cities once again took center stage. The Middle Ages saw the rise of trade and commerce, and cities like Venice, with its intricate network of canals, became hubs of economic activity. The city-states of Florence and Milan flourished during the Italian Renaissance, becoming epicenters of art, culture, and learning where artists like Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo worked on their masterpieces. Meanwhile, the East was not to be outdone. The legendary cities of the Silk Road, such as Samarkand and Bukhara, brought together people from different cultures and religions, fostering an exchange of ideas, knowledge, and goods. And let's not forget the imperial city of Constantinople, a melting pot of the East and the West, where the Hagia Sophia and the Hippodrome bore witness to the grandeur of the Byzantine Empire. Fast forward a few centuries, and we find ourselves amidst the Industrial Revolution, a time when cities were transformed by the power of steam and steel. London, Paris, and New York grew into bustling metropolises, drawing people from rural areas with the promise of jobs and a better life. Skyscrapers pierced the heavens, and urban planning took on a new dimension as cities spread outwards and upwards. The 20th century saw cities become playgrounds for modernist architects, who sought to break away from the past and create a new vision for urban living. From the sleek lines of the Bauhaus movement in Germany to the utopian ideals of Le Corbusier's radiant city, cities were being reimagined as spaces that could foster a better, more equitable society. Today, as we stand at the dawn of the 21st century, cities continue to evolve and adapt to the challenges of our time. From the eco-friendly metropolises of Scandinavia to the technologically advanced cities of Asia, like Tokyo and Singapore, we are witnessing the dawn of a new era in urban design and living. Now, as we look back on our journey through the ages, we can see that cities have played a pivotal role in shaping the course of human history. From humble origins in the days of the agricultural revolution, cities have grown into sprawling, interconnected networks that are home to more than half of the world's population. They have been the cradle of empires, the birthplace of ideas, and the driving force behind our relentless quest for progress. And so, my friends, as we bid adieu to this roller coaster ride through the history of cities, let's not forget the timeless sagas that have unfolded within their walls, sagas of love and war, of triumph and tragedy, of hope and despair. For in the end, it is these stories that make cities not just a collection of bricks and mortar, but a living, breathing testament to the indomitable human spirit. Until next time, this is Timeless Sagas, signing off. Stay curious, stay inspired, and keep exploring the fascinating world of history.